everyone. My name is Dr. Kwoti with Sinel Specialist Hospital. Today I have Dr. Joseph of Sanofi Vaccines. Welcome. Let's talk about typhoid. Okay. What is typhoid? I'm sure every time people go to the hospital, they've heard it from medical doctors. Oh, typhoid. I want them to hear it from your perspective. What is typhoid?
Sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Adeline, for the opportunity today, and I'm glad to join Snell to speak about typhoid. So basically, typhoid is an infection caused by a bacteria known as Salmonella typhi, and then this infection is transmitted through person to person through the fecal-oral route. Meaning the bacteria is basically the bacteria is transmitted through one person through our feces, contaminated feces, which either contaminates water or food.
Okay, so the way you say it makes it look like I'm literally going to take someone's fecal matter and eat it. Like, can you break it down? How
exactly
what you exactly mean by the fecal-oral route?
Exactly. So assuming an individual is infected with the typhoid bacteria or is a carrier of the typhoid bacteria and sheds stool, maybe close to a water body, or maybe uses the washroom and doesn't wash their hand and comes to serve you food. The food the person is serving can be inoculated with the bacteria. And then when you buy your favorite meal by the roadside or in traffic and ingest it, you can end up ingesting the bacteria.
Wow, that's interesting.
Exactly. Or, as I mentioned, if you don't have proper latrine systems and people ease themselves close to water bodies, these same water bodies can be used to irrigate our plants and vegetables and then end up in our kitchens. You understand? So when we ingest them, we can end up getting the bacteria Salmonella typhi.
Okay, that's interesting. So as a doctor, by the time most persons come to me and then per my clinical judgment, I would have done 1 or 2 tests to treat them and then at least cure them from their typhoid illness. What do you think one can do prior to then to prevent them from getting such a disease?
Okay, sure. So there are 3 major ways of preventing. We have one at the national level, we have one at the community level, and the individual level. So at the national level, that is when our government helps us with clean water. The community level, we make sure we wash our hands after food and purchase from verified vendors. And the individual level, you can wash your hand after using the washroom, or you can vaccinate. There's actually a typhoid vaccine available.
Wow,
that
really?
can protect you against typhoid, yes.
Okay, and how long has this been in the system?
So typhoid has been around for over 2 decades now outside the country, but then we are now trying to introduce it into Ghana to protect the people of Ghana as well. Okay,
so more often than not, people see pharmacists as people who are there to sell medication. They are drug pushers more or less. So how sure are we that you are not just bringing these vaccines in because you want to make sales? How effective is this medication?
Exactly. So Typhoid or Typhoid VI, which is the name of the typhoid vaccine, is a WHO pre-qualified vaccine.
Okay.
So it's not just being marketed by Sanofi for the individuals in Ghana. It is WHO actually did individual studies, picked multiple people from different races to assess its safety and efficacy, and it shows that the Typhoid VI is actually safe and efficacious to be used among people, and it's able to provide protection for about 3 years. Yes, in individuals. Yeah.
Okay, so from what age group are we looking at that will benefit from the typhoid vaccine?
So from 2 years all the way to adulthood. 2 years and above.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You need just 1 shot.
Just 1 shot. So every 3 years I get another shot.
Every 3 years you get another shot.
So let's say an individual has been diagnosed with having typhoid. At which point does the individual ask for the vaccine so that then subsequently this disease doesn't keep on getting the typhoid infection?
Sure. So if you're diagnosed with typhoid, you need to go through your routine antibiotic regimen to clear the infection. Once you are physiologically fine, you are fine from head to toe, you are healthy, you can go for your typhoid vaccination.
Okay, so when you say healthy, that means you finish completing the course of medication that your doctor has given you prior to getting the vaccine. Okay.
There are no signs of fever, headache. Your normal typhoid symptoms are gone.
Okay.
And you are fine physiologically.
Okay.
You can take your vaccine.
Are there any things that should I say contraindicated? Like, is there anything that someone should look out for before getting the typhoid vaccine? For example, you said I should be healthy first. Is it that if I have malaria, I shouldn't come for the typhoid vaccine? Is there anything that I should look out for prior to taking the vaccine?
So ideally, if there are signs of an infection, if there are signs of active disease going on, you should hold on for us to treat the condition first before you go for your vaccine. And if there's any documented reaction to any of the components of the vaccine, you need to hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, exactly. That's if it's documented.
Okay.
But then if it's not, you need to make sure the individual is healthy. There's no active typhoid disease going on. There's no active infectious disease going on. And then you can go for your vaccine.
Okay. And you mentioned that the age range for the medications from 2 years up above. Is there a cutoff point as well?
No, for adults.
For adults as well. Adults, so is there like a particular dosing system for children as opposed to adults, so everyone gets the same shot?
Everyone gets the same shot. So far as you are 2 years and above, same shot.
Okay.
1 shot every 3 years.
Okay. And what kind of side effects should we be looking out for? What should I keep in mind when I take the shot, so I know that okay, it is related to the vaccine as opposed to maybe something else ongoing?
Sure. So just as any other medication, the typhoid vaccine has mild side effects like pain at the injection site, or a little rash at the injection site, or some headache which goes away in a day. Basic side effects associated with all medication. There are no significant side effects or untoward effects that is associated with the vaccine.
Okay. That's interesting. That's good to know. With vaccines, there's always been some form of conspiracy theory out there as to, increasing certain mental health illnesses or clots or anything. Is there anything that, I should be on the lookout for?
So for now, there's no scientific evidence that the typhoid vaccine or any other vaccine is associated with mental illness or some untoward diseases. Yes. Okay. So for now, there's no evidence. Okay. You are free to take your typhoid vaccine. It's going to protect you for 3 years for your next shot.
Next shot. Yeah. That's good to know. That's good. That's such an educative discussion. I didn't know that we had this vaccine. So where can I get one? Like but first off, does that mean that because I've taken the vaccine, I can eat wherever I want? Because then I know I'm protected, so that I can eat from wherever.
Yeah, so the vaccine is able to provide you adequate protection, but that doesn't mean just go and eat anything. If you buy a gun in your house, it doesn't mean open your door for thieves to come.
Exactly. So, that's a good one. That's a good one. Exactly. Okay. Yes. So where can one get this vaccine?
So currently in Snell. So it's available here in Snell. So you can walk into Snell and then demand for your typhoid vaccine either through your pharmacy or our telemedicine center.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Joseph. So today we've had some education on the typhoid and typhoid vaccines that are available at Snell Specialist Hospital. So in as much as you should take be mindful about food hygiene, hand washing, like you said. You can also go the extra mile of getting the typhoid vaccine and protecting yourself and the entire family as well, not just the adults. Everyone else gets to benefit as well. We're so thankful for your time. Thank you, Dr. Joseph.
Thank you so much.